Hello my zesty little lemons and welcome to the first episode of my channel. I am so excited to be here filming this today. I made it sound like I was somewhere really exciting just then, but in fact I'm just here in my apartment. But yeah, I'm so excited to be filming this. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a little while now, and finally getting the chance to do it is really special. Okay, so I just watched my intro video that I filmed a few weeks ago now, and I was so nervous. Oh my gosh. You can definitely tell in the video I was like a little scared mouse, but I decided to leave it and post it anyway because that's real and that's how I was feeling at that time. And also I feel like I can really get across why I wanted to start this channel, and if I shot it again, I'm not sure if I'd be able to do it as good as I did the first time. Right, well, I guess I'll give you all a little catch up about what I'm doing right now, what's going on in my life. So I am in the middle of my first ever uni placement. I am studying nursing and I do it all online, so basically I just have to go to an actual uni campus to do my residential school, which is all the labs from the whole term. Instead of doing one every week, they're all smushed into one 3-day period, which I actually prefer. And of course I have to go to my placement. So I have a 3-week placement at the moment. It is in aged care because I'm doing nursing. I don't know if I said that before or not, but yes, that's what's up. And I am just learning so much about myself, like it's crazy, and it has been such an eye-opener to me. I am finding it really challenging, and I think the fact that I'm in an environment where I am not used to has really thrown me. Yeah, coupled with super early starts, and then that means having to go to bed early and all the rest of it. I'm just really out of my routine, so yeah, I'm finding it really challenging, but it's also really rewarding as well. Because I've been so busy with placement, I have really been neglecting myself. So usually I like to have a lot of time for myself, and that keeps everything else in my life in check, including myself. But yeah, because I've been so busy, I really haven't had a lot of time to do things that I would normally love to do, and it has taken its toll. I have not been a fun person to be around in the past 2 weeks, so thank you to everyone that I have encountered and who hasn't thought I was crazy. Yeah. I have burst into tears exactly 2 times in the past 2 weeks, and yeah, it's been tough, but hey, that's what life's about sometimes, you know. I think the bad times are actually really important because it makes you grow as a person, and yeah. Rightio, so let's get down to what this week's video is going to be about. So basically, I'm going to give you some different strategies and ways to shake yourself out of a bad mood or a bad day. Now, I am a sucker for a bad mood. If I'm in a bad mood, it takes me so long to get out of it. Like when I'm in a bad mood, I can't imagine being out of the bad mood. And like if I'm in a bad mood and a happy person comes towards me, I'm like, can you get away from me please? You know, and so yeah, I think a lot of us are like that. So yeah, I've compiled a short list of things that I like to do when I'm in a bad mood to shake myself out of it, and they've really changed my life. I used to be crabby a lot of the time, and now when I get into a bad mood, which I believe is inevitable because that's life, you know, you can't sail away through life being happy all the time. Yeah, so when I get into a bad mood, I use these techniques, and yeah, it really helps. Now, when I say bad mood, I also mean it in the context of a bad day. So a lot of these tips can be used, yeah, if you're having a really shitty day too. I find that they're really good to put in place. Okay, so my first tip for curing a bad mood is to be kind. Now, I know what you're thinking, duh, obvious, everyone tells me that, no, yeah, I get it. But it's true and it works. Now, you don't have to do anything extravagant. I'm not talking like, huge act of kindness, although if you want to do that, of course, go ahead. I'm just talking about something small, okay? So it can be something as simple as holding the lift open for someone that you see coming your way, and instead of, pressing the button as many times as you can within a 10-second time frame, or offering to do your housemate's laundry, throw it in with your own, or making sure you put a new toilet roll if you use a last sheet. Personally, I don't feel like enough people do it. I actually feel like I'm in a minority because I do it every single time. It's not that hard, guys, and yeah, I feel like it's a good deed. Or even giving someone a nice compliment. It doesn't have to be big, but a small act of kindness is a surefire way to have an internal feel-good moment. I'll give you an example, okay? The other night I was at Wing Wednesday and I had my buffalo wings. I had taken the last wing off the share plate and the waiter came around to collect the plates. And he took up the plates and was taking the dipping sauce with him, and then he said, "Excuse me, would you like me to leave a dipping sauce for you?" And I said, yes I would. And inside I thought, thank you, kind waiter, for having the sense to offer me something that I did not have the assertiveness to ask for myself. See, guys, it's the little things. P.S. If you're going to give someone a compliment, make it genuine, okay? Don't go saying to someone, "Oh, Susan, your hair looks amazing," when really you think it looks like the top of a toilet brush, okay? Calm down, Regina George. If it's not genuine, don't say it. My second tip for shaking out of a bad mood is to give yourself a break. So if I'm having a bad day or if I'm in a bad mood, I beat myself up about it so bad, and it just makes me feel 10 times worse. It's almost as if I hold myself to this incredibly high and unrealistic standard of being, 100% positive and happy all of the time. And when I don't feel like that, when I'm having a bad day or if I'm in a bad mood, I just think to myself, how dare you be in a bad mood? You live a great life. You've got, money to pay your bills. You've got food on the table. Why are you in a bad mood? Why are you like this? And it just doesn't help. I actually think when I berate myself for being in a bad mood, I actually think it's worse than the bad mood, and then that just continues it, and it just snowballs, and it's a whole big thing. And that voice in your head that is so critical is really, really toxic. So when you're in that bad mood or having that bad day, the first thing to do is just take a second and actually just say to yourself, bad days and hard times and being sad and, being upset, that's just part of life. If we didn't have those bad times and we were just, happy all the time, just coasting along, would we even be happy? No, because we would have nothing to compare it to. So my first thing is, just realizing that and giving yourself a break and saying, hey, it's actually okay to be in a bad mood right now. Like, it's okay to feel sad about this. So what I try to do with myself is I just take a second, I take a breath, and I just think to myself, okay, I'm feeling sad right now, or I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling upset right now. And that's okay, that's totally normal to feel that way. And I really just allow myself to fully feel the emotion. So I really, feel the emotion. I give myself about 10 or 20 minutes to truly grieve it. And then once I've fully grieved it, I just let it go. Now that internal dialogue, I know that probably sounds a bit strange from the outside, but by giving yourself a chance to really feel it and then let it go and not resisting the emotion and, clenching up in your mind thinking, oh, I'm so angry right now, I really need to stop being angry. You actually allow yourself to let go of that emotion sooner because you've already dealt with it. Yeah, so that one's a 3-step. So identify what you're feeling, reassure yourself that it's okay to feel that way, give yourself some time, it's 4 steps, and then let it go. Personally, I found that dealing with the emotion then, and having that little, time to myself to deal with it means I don't have to carry it into the rest of the day. My third strategy to turn a bad day into a good day comes from an all-round certified boss and wonderful human, Tiffany Hall. Her Instagram handle is at @tiffhall_XO. I will put that in the description below and you can check out her page. It is awesome. She is such a positive person to follow. And also she documented her pregnancy with photos really from, when she got pregnant, when she was a world-class athlete, still is a world-class athlete, and just gracefully took her pregnancy all the way through, didn't force herself to, train or do anything like that. And after she had given birth, she did the same thing. So she just took motherhood one day at a time and was in absolutely no hurry to get her pre-baby body back. Of course, she's bounced back amazingly because she's, taken that time. But yeah, she's a real inspiration and I would definitely recommend checking out her Instagram. Okay, now to Tiff's actual idea. So it's called the 3-hour day. So basically, instead of viewing the day as this long 24-hour period where you only get to reset once, you do this reset and refocus of your intentions every 3 hours. So every 3 hours, you take a minute or two, can be done very effectively in a toilet cubicle, to just reset and refocus, leave whatever bullshit happened in the last 3 hours behind, let go of the grudge you've been holding against your family member who ate your leftovers that you were saving for lunch, let it all go, and refocus your attitudes and your intentions for the next 3 hours. By breaking your day up into those 3-hour blocks, you actually get a chance, to reset and refocus your attitudes frequently instead of doing it only once at the start of the day. And I personally find that a lot better because I don't have to carry the burden of what happened in the morning to when I'm meeting my friend for dinner at night. So yeah, it's a really effective tool and you can actually read more about it. I'll link you to her page. On the page it talks about the 3-hour day rule in regards to diet and exercise, but I think it can really be applied to life and mindset as well. My fourth tip for today was taught to me by one of my lovely friends. Her name is Erica. She is a yoga instructor. She is exquisite. She is such an amazing human to be around. Her Instagram handle is at @OmMyYoga, but again, I will put that in the description down below. She actually learnt this little trick when she was doing her yoga training to become accredited, and her mentor actually taught this to her, and then she taught it to me. So she first told me about it in the context of anxiety. So I was telling her about how bad my anxiety was getting and she taught it to me within that scope. But I think that it can be applied to, having a bad day or being in a bad mood as well. So for me, when something bad happens, if it's got me into a negative mindset, that's it. The negative mindset is here to stay. So after that one bad thing has happened, I just envision every single thing for the rest of the day is going to go horrendously. So for example, the car will break down in the morning, then you'll think of yourself spilling coffee on your shirt when you get to work, and then when you get to work you're going to hand in that project you've been working on for ages and your boss is going to say that's shit and roast you in front of all of your colleagues. So when you are in that negative mindset and envisioning that bad thing happening, stop yourself and envision the exact opposite. So in the example of handing in the project, instead of thinking, oh, he's going to hate it and whatnot, imagine yourself handing it to him and him saying, this is amazing, your work, I love your work. Would you like to take on this big exciting project? I'm considering you for a pay rise because of it. All that kind of thing. Not only will practicing this technique stimulate the happy hormones in your brain, it'll also put some good energy out into the universe for you, and over time it'll actually train your brain to automatically flick to the best possible outcome instead of the worst possible outcome. So yes, thank you Erica, you beautiful soul. Guys, seriously give her Instagram a look. She is amazing. She posts really cool stuff and she has heaps of natural DIY beauty products as well, which are awesome, and she has a really cute kid. I am not one for kids at all. When people say do you want to hold them, I often say, oh, no thank you. But her kid is gorgeous. So yeah, give her a look. And like I said, I'll put her Instagram in the description below. Okay, my fifth and final tip for shaking out of that bad mood is TED Talks. I discovered TED Talks about 10 months ago. I used to see TEDx, TED Talk, blah, blah, blah on YouTube everywhere. And I thought, the fuck is this? Like, looks lame, but turned out to be one of the coolest things ever. So basically, they have thought leaders and people who are like the leaders in their field from all over the world in every topic and niche you could ever think. And they come and speak for crowds, and then they film them and call them TED Talks and post them on YouTube. So yeah, they are amazing. I will post my top 5 motivational ones in the description below, and I like to watch them, or not even watch them, I like to listen to them when I'm like getting ready, or if I'm driving. Don't watch them while you're driving, obviously. But yeah, and they are such a good way and to get out of a bad mood, because the people that talk are so inspirational. So yeah, even though they are some of the most clever and intelligent minds on the planet, when they explain things, they don't make you feel stupid. They explain them in such a way that's easy to understand and to grasp what they're saying, which is, yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, guys, TED Talks, I'm here for it. And yeah, like I said, I'll post my top 5 below. Alright guys, well, that's it for this week, and my first ever video. I hope you loved it. Any feedback that you had for me, I would really like to hear it. So you can either comment in the comments section below, or you can contact me on Instagram. You can send me a DM or comment on one of my pictures, whatever. But yeah, any feedback, I would really, really like to hear it. So if you liked my video, feel free to actually like it on YouTube, and also to subscribe to my channel. I will be posting content every Sunday, and hopefully that will give you something to start your week off in a positive way. And before I forget, I'm thinking about doing like a little Q&A, get to know me type video. I tried to explain a bit about myself in my intro video, but I never really know what to say. When people say, tell me a bit about yourself, I'm like, oh, I don't really know. So yeah, anything you want to know about me, guys, let me know. You can let me know in the comment section, or again on my Instagram. And yeah, I can try and answer them to the best of my ability. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm losing daylight here. You can probably tell the background got really dark really quickly. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope that you got something out of it. And yeah, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday.